till your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This boxer is a real hook specialist. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. That counter punch caught him clean. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Which fighter will say no mas? This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Catch and shoot. No doubt the career is winding down. How many fights do they have left? Not a lot of defense here at all. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He just misses with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you think you come on, bro.
On to the third. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Good counter punch. You know, we have to rank them as one of the best in their weight class. They're going deep into the gas tank on this round. There's a counter shot. Corner's got the towel. They're going to throw it in. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Right hook catching air. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance. Here's the bell for round 4. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. Incredible work rate. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. He fails to score with that left hook. Beautiful counter shot. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than equal.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. That jab misses. They exchange punches. Wasn't ready for that counter punch. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. We know you got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter, and the tournament's got to put a fight.
And there's the bell for round 5. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, right? Change it. An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Can they finish it? How did they not go down?
What recovery skills.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? And at some point, the corner needs to decide we have to protect our fighter. Back into the fray.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell them when they go back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Good counter punching. And they figure out the combination to this sink.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made it.
And down goes mediocre. He knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once, and you got away with it. You can do it again.
Just missed with that hook. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown. There's the bell to start round 6. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle, man. He's got to bluff him.
Counter punches have to hurt. Beautiful counter punch. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Stumbling around on Bambi legs. Take another look at that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you okay?
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing.
Whoa, Johnny! All hands on deck. We are witnessing an upset in the making. It somehow weathered the storm.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You're being put down. You've got to think right. Survive.
And there's the bell for round 7. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head through.
They threw the hook. It didn't land. Jab doesn't score. He threw a punch and just got countered. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Counter shot lands. Punch, counter punch. The stamina is off the charts. Nice counter punch. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. We'll see how much endurance... And they're back at it again here in round 8. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo.
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. That's a KO win over mediocre. He caught him with that body shot, and it froze him in his tracks. Look at this again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? Are you okay? You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.